Orihime Inoue and Ichibei Hyosebe, a matchup most people would consider inconceivable, impossible, when it's really close. I'll be going over why this matchup is this close, going into character analysis and battle analysis for both, coming to an end conclusion that may even stun you. Ichibei vs Wtach is nothing short of a battle between godlike beings. They casually display powers such as taking away each other's abilities to speak and even giving each other the ability to speak back. I mean, the battle literally begins with them being cocky enough to say where they will die. Ichibei's arsenal in this entire fight shows us that he's capable of using secret Hardo, using his Zanpakuto to great measures, and being able to wipe away and do anything he wants to names, which hold a great amount of power in the verse. He outright overpowers a amped based Wtach, even after Wtach uses a Shuilen to amp himself even more. A very important note here will be that True Shikai Ichigo could also do this. However, once Wtach gains the Almighty, he very quickly disposes of Ichibei Hyosebe. Ichibei Hyosebe's mindset is explored very thoroughly throughout this fight, and we see how he even looks at Wtach as somebody very young and very much like a child to him, and he takes them not that seriously and almost plays with them instead of actually fighting. I think it's safe to say that if these two had an encounter, even though Ichibei would want to kill her, he would not outright kill her and would treat her more like a child for a part of the fight at least. Orihime's contributions in Ichigo's fight against Wtach are nothing short of very important. She acted as a much needed support in shielding and healing Ichigo throughout the entire battle process. Ichigo in his true Shikai form could literally reverberate his power throughout the entire Soul Society, and as we know, he was holding back all the way up until this point, yet he still said that he was counting on Orihime to protect and heal him. Showcase that Orihime being in Ichigo's aid was very important to him, even though he was already at this power level. We know Orihime was not physically as fast as Ichigo, and yet was still able to grab a hold of him at some point during the fight. Not only telling us that she can perceive True Shikai Ichigo's movement, but even Soul King Wtach's movement that was destroying Ichigo. The only time she stopped being able to really perceive attacks was when Ichigo went Horn of Salvation. And literally perception blitzed out of her Rika before she would notice, but this Ichigo was already able to literally grab Wtach's arm before Wtach could react. So this clearly showed the limit of Orihime's perceptive ability and the limit of the power she can display in a battle against somebody like Wtach or even be able to track Ichigo. So let's move on to the actual fight. I'll be dividing this fight into two sections, the one following how they would actually act and the one following if they were bloodlusted and going straight for the kill. Starting off with how they would actually act, Orihime being slower and such as she would continuously block Ichibei's attack from either his secret Hardo or from his Zanpakuto. Ichibei's ink is nowhere near fast enough to get on Orihime's Rika, however he would instantly paint over Orihime, getting rid of any abilities she has if he saw it worthy of doing so. However, he might not do that straight away and just hit her to half her power or to lower her power. We can get his ink on her Rika and stop the fight like that. However, section 2 is where things get more interesting. Here we have both characters bloodlusted and going straight for the kill. So who would realistically kill who first in this scenario? As in this scenario, we have both characters bloodlusted. It means that their emotions or their usual character will not take over their decisions. They'll be going just straight for whatever would kill the opposing person first and faster than they would kill them. In this case, we're arguing if Orihime's Rika is fast enough to split Ichibei in half before Ichibei gets any ink on Orihime at all. And the answer is that she can. Orihime's Rika is fast enough to block attacks from Soul King Almighty amped Wtach. The simple fact that Orihime can even keep up with this level of power at all puts her on a level far above Ichibei in terms of combat speed. She'd probably cut him in half with Rika before Ichibei can even wave his Zanpakuto, which is a huge testament to just how powerful of a character she is. In terms of the Bleach strongest, I'd easily place her on the lower end of the top 10. Because the moment she got her emotions in check and her power started working properly because she was mentally stable, she became a whole new monster. Like, we've never seen Orihime to the level we've seen her in 1000 Year Blood War. Immediately coming in saving Ichigo from Uryu, immediately blocking the Soul King without anybody having to ask her to, being able to assist Ichigo without needing a command and only ever responding to a command when she realized Ichigo was looking at something, trying to figure something out, which did not work out in the end, but the simple fact that she could keep up with that says enough about her abilities. Byakuya himself said that Rukia and Renji are not on the level Ichigo is right now when they referred to going to help him, clearly showing that Orihime is even above the likes of captain level Shinigami, especially Renji, who was able to go up against Uryu, who one-shot Senjumaru, showcasing that Orihime has more ways of getting her above Ichibei. So even though if she's in character, she would hold back from killing somebody, if she did have that bloodlust to kill somebody and would go for the kill, almost nobody in the verse except for the really high tiers would not be able to stand up against her, including the likes of somebody like Ichibei. If you made it to the end of the video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe button, because it lets me know that you want more power scaling content like this and the Helldivers video I posted a few weeks ago. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.